Da, 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 dee. Trying to find a way to some new archaeological digs in Glasgow. Material dating to like 14th century, 13th, 14th century. Wattle fencing, 63 or so. Wooden posts supporting fencing. I'm just talking to the thing. Just talking to the thing. Could it be in there?
I think it'd be hid if they're not working.
Turn us around and look. So we look down here, see if there's any clues. Oh, it's not there, that's not digging, that's level. Must be further along. Must be Glasgow Street, I think.
Oh, we've come along from.
Almost like a sort of Nan's kitchen nightmares with a slightly simple result.
It's really hard to find.
Trying to look it up, on your phone. What was
Yeah.
this? The street called?
The street is that way.
So this is
It said Gallowgate, so
Archaeology.
now if Scott is looking in, of Scott's Land Channel, he can guide me to the archaeological dig. Wow, I hadn't noticed that mural before.
Rare medieval names found in Glasgow.
That's a cracker, isn't it? Glasgow's full of this kind of stuff.
Loudness area. Beach up, social housing.
I'll show you this, show you more of this as we go around. That's the one I used for the thumbnail. Fabulous, isn't it? Glasgow is really rich in this kind of stuff. For those who've just joined in, this is not what we're looking for, folks. We're looking for an archaeological dig. And I don't know if the thumbnail title got you, or the title of this video, but that's what we're looking for. A dig looking for materials of Glasgow way back to the 13th and 14th century. But finding it is not so easy, so just having a look around. And my son's having a look on his phone to see if he can locate the location. I only found out about this when I looked at Scott's Land Channel. So he's a guy you should look for. Scott's Land has got a shot, at least, about it, where you can see people doing the digging. Any idea? That way still?
Yeah.
Hi Ellie. How you doing today? Nice day in Glasgow today. Not sunny, but it's okay. Mariatti. Thank you. And Jerry Tubin. Hi. Hi to everybody looking in. Thanks very much for chipping in the chat. Always appreciated. You can see where you're looking in from. That's even nicer, so I know who you are. So Maria loves my live streams. Maria loves my live streams. It's always good to have somebody who as a repeat viewer on these things. It's a beautiful building, isn't it? O'Neill's Pub. There's a lot of that around Glasgow. A lot of good things in Edinburgh as well, of course, but Glasgow has got its moments, it's got its places. Look at that, Connolly's Irish Bar. All of this is really just collateral damage because we're looking for something else. Further along yet, you reckon?
I think so.
The street name should help us because it was.
Yeah, I didn't see a street name in the BBC article.
It's an interesting looking pub. So you've got Connolly's Irish Bar and you've got Murphy's Irish Bar.
Yeah. We're an Irish bar, but it's
I should keep the prices down. Competition with Connolly's. Connolly's right next door to Murphy's. Ah, fabulous. So yeah, if you're just looking in, we're in Glasgow looking for some archaeological digs that are going on, which we're having difficulty finding.
There we go.
You got an actual.
Gallowgate somewhere in this triangle. So I've matched it. Look, 1, 2, 3 bridges, triangle.
Okay, so.
And if you look at the BBC article, you can see 1, 2, 3 bridges, triangle.
Okay, so.
Apex of that triangle.
So where are we? Many bridges to go?
We are here. So we're going to turn. Go here and we want to go here.
So we're going to do a right along a bit and then a.
Yeah.
A left.
To this bit here. Yep. Spoutmouth and Gallowgate.
Brilliant. That was the one. Spoutmouth and Gallowgate. Oh, Sweden. Jari Chubin from Sweden. Thank you, my first like. Thank you very much. Brilliant. Have a look at these posters for a second while we're here. There we go, just to keep us interested in something until we find our dig. Yeah, we're looking for this archaeological dig showing remnants of Glasgow's beginnings. Glasgow apparently has its 850th anniversary of being granted being a borough. So it's a nice year in which to have some archaeological remains found. Ah, Adventures and Lifestyle, thank you. Appreciate that. Stephen Ramsey, I said hi to Ellie, didn't I? I did. Oh, and a second like, brilliant. Yeah, we've got traffic lights there. And we've got our own little pedestrian.
Oh.
Maybe.
I was around about here when I saw the new crime wave.
The new crime wave?
Yeah, a bunch of kids on e-bikes attacking a delivery driver on a motorbike.
Oh,
Whizzing about in this junction.
terrible.
Yeah.
I saw one recently, a little clip on Facebook, I think it was, and it was in Edinburgh, not Charlotte Square, St Andrews Square, even worse. And guys, a group of about 4 of them, black hoodies, all black, all the same. I think masks on as well. And they had power tools and were taking off locks on bikes.
Nice.
And just nicking the bikes.
Bad, but well
Bad,
equipped.
but well equipped. And as I said, everybody just walking past as if it's natural. It's awful. Yeah, Adventures and Lifestyle is saying watch out for the illegal delivery drivers all covered up. Yeah, watch out for everybody. You can trust nobody these days, can you? On the street or online. Purple Cat Cafe. That's the Tron, isn't it? Tron Gate.
Yeah. This is Gate Street, yeah. They've got the Tontine Centre there, which was actually built after the Tontine Death Acts.
So we'll have to keep walking.
This way towards this triangle of grass there.
Great, brilliant.
Inside of that triangle should be our bit.
Hajar what was that? Shawarma.
Shawarma. It's good stuff.
It looks good. It's nice and bright, nice and open.
There's a
Oh, Irish pubs all over the place. Go to Barcelona, you'll find one.
I think there's an Ethiopian restaurant out in here as well. I bet you would do numbers if you did a Reacts video.
A Reacts video. How do
You
you
know
mean?
these Reacts videos? No?
Nope,
All
never heard of
right, all right, you do it. It's like
What do they react to?
so it's things like, you know, 2020s teens react to 90s sitcoms. And they're like looking at it going, why is everyone being so mean to each other?
Oh, you've seen something along those lines. People, responding to,
Like certain
comedy that's of a
certain
different
kind
era.
of person, yeah.
And some people just love it. And but it's people of a certain age that tend to love it. So somebody in America looking at a British sitcom, and I think eventually they understand them a bit and like them when they understand them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you get people reacting various sorts of ways, and it's a very popular format. There we go. That was a picture from the BBC article.
Ah, this is us.
Is the place.
This is the place.
I don't know. I genuinely don't idea.
Well, as soon as the archaeologists have done their very fine digging, these guys will be in
Yep,
more of that. And that was necessary to get down to that depth, which apparently is a bit.
I mean, I guess these guys must be trained to recognise.
Aye.
I mean, I'm trying to think how you. Like, it's just your day-to-day job. Oh, there's a big bit of wood here.
Yeah.
And someone's going to have to be the one that says, actually, I think that's a big bit. Ancient archaeological wood.
So last time I saw this was in Scott's video, so maybe that's been the weekend, everybody's on holiday. But that's all the stuff down there. The remains of Glasgow way back 13th, 14th century, or earlier. And they've been digging up bits of pottery and bones. over 60 wooden pieces, which I imagine that under that cover. And there was some fencing, wattle fencing, which I think is just woven sticks to make a fence. But that stone bit there, that looks pretty ancient, doesn't it? Well deep, as they say. I don't know if you've ever tried an archaeological dig. Has anybody tried them? I quite fancy the idea of doing one.
Uh-huh.
Although looking at archaeological digs, people my age getting involved in it are usually just like taking the wheelbarrow or standing around with clipboards, and it's the youngsters that are crouching down. I think if I was crouching down much, it would be difficult to get up again. Not with my knees. I like the idea of it. So down there, if anybody's, a number of new people are looking in.
Original knees.
Sorry?
You get excited students saying, are those the original knees?
Quite. See, I found a bone fragment. It's mine. Yeah, this is archaeology, where archaeology is being done in Glasgow. And down there, it's 13th and 14th century remains.
Very interesting. See, look, there's a wall.
So I hope they're coming back to dig some more. I think because it's the weekend and it's like the holiday week here, all digging has stopped. People are doing other things, I suspect. It's a muddy little area to have to sit down there. I think when they're working on it, that blue is no doubt a pump to take some of the water out to let them carry on digging. But yeah, there've been wooden remains from 13th and 14th century, quite old stuff. And there's other stuff, and you're seeing down there, there's a tiny wall thing there, and there's that block, I'm assuming that's of the same age, and another bit along from it. So who knows, it's the very early stages of Glasgow. And this is Glasgow's 850th anniversary of being granted borough status. I'm not quite sure what that implies for the city, but yeah. It's also the eastward expansion of the place, because that's east going that way. So it's expansion of Glasgow going eastwards. About, what, 600, 700 years ago. Bits of pottery have been found and bits of bone. I think they said fragments of material. That must be unusual to have fragments of material, textiles surviving. But I think it's been so wet down there, as you can see just now. It's been waterlogged for hundreds of years because of proximity to a river called the Mollendinner, which maybe runs underground here. Yeah, so I just thought I'd like to see it. Yeah, if you have a look, if you want to see some actual digging going on, have a look at Scots Land channel. Scots Land was around here before, and the guys were actually digging. It was full of people with orange jackets and hard hats digging away. You can see where they have been leaving markers, a little red flag marker down there. Let's zoom in on it. So there you go. That's good, that's great. Thanks very much, everybody, and 3 likes as well from people. I really appreciate it. And if you want to look at my channel, you'll see all sorts of odd live streams and other things, mainly hiking things. I have got 2 channels. One is mainly hiking, the other one just odd, different things. But this will be on my hiking channel you're looking at just now. So click another like, click a subscribe if you want to see some things about Scotland and Europe generally. Any information here? Oh, there's information. Let's look at the information. That's obviously good to have. When I finish this live stream, I'll photograph this. Maybe put it on my channel so you can read it properly later. So the Mollendinner Burn was once one of the most well-known water courses in Glasgow that drain into the River Clyde, but now flows underground to the north along Mollendinner Street. It's associated with St. Mungo, who founded his church on its banks in the late 6th century AD. Not much is known about the monastery he built, but a few hundred years later, in the 12th century, the newly established bishopric and its cathedral were built not far from here, sort of like that, up that direction, at the top of the high street. So that's good. Let's have a look at that. You can look at that later. Around this time, King William the Lion, that'd be William the Lionheart, is it? Yeah, conveyed Glasgow with borough status. Boroughs had been introduced by William's grandfather, David I, and allowed Glasgow very generous economic and legal privileges in return for significant tax contributions. I see. Spoutmouth lies just out with the earliest borough and marks its eastward expansion from the 13th, 14th century onwards. What we have found is evidence of the edge of a burgage plot, a medieval urban plot of land, a long narrow strip with a narrow frontage on a street previously occupied this site. These original plots of land could date back as much as 700 years. There you go. Some of the things that have been found. The remains of 19th and 18th century buildings have been uncovered, overlying much deeper flood deposits, from where we have recovered shards of medieval and post-medieval pottery, animal bones and wooden fences. A bit of a skillet, jug. The medieval pottery found with the wooden wattle fencing dates to around the 13th, 14th centuries AD. The wattle fencing therefore appears to be part of a very early eastward expansion of the medieval borough. It was during this time that a marketplace, numerous businesses, inns and the beginnings of the city as we know it today began to be established. Nearby this site are interesting examples of old Glasgow with the 17th century toll booth steeple just to the west of the site. We've seen this earlier on this live stream. And the site of the 18th century Saracen's Head Inn, the Sarrie Head as it's called, a reputed haunt of Robert Burns, and where the remains of a medieval mill were found during previous excavations. Oh, yeah, that's great, isn't it? Nice. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you very much for coming with me and sharing this little bit of live, and especially chipping in, giving me a like or two. That's brilliant. I might need to come back here when people are digging in a week or two. Well, that's about it. Right, where's everybody gone? We're looking for somewhere now to have lunch. Yep, that's me. You recognise the hat. I've lost my wife and I've lost my son for the time being. Oh no, there they are. Okay. Thanks very much again for looking in, and cheers again. I'll close this up, take a few photographs and maybe put them on my website. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks again.